How is it going, everyone? It's Kate Lumity here, and today we are going to be talking about Disney Dreamlight Valley, a game that I expected to enjoy, but I didn't expect to put this much time into it. I have absolutely been loving this game. I am close to about 50 hours into this game, and I see no end in sight for me and this game. I absolutely love this. If you want to know what I think about this game, it's absolutely worth the money. Even though it's an early access game, it's still worth it because there's so much content already there, and there's more content to come, so there's just a lot already here, and you can expect a lot more in the future, especially with other characters coming in later on. And there's been a few confirmed, and there's a few that are speculated, and I have some that are even on my wish list that I would love to see in the game, and I'm going to talk about those in later videos. So if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button, notification bell down below, and I will talk to you about those in a later video. But today we're going to talk about the game overall as a whole, and talk about everything I love about this game, and a couple of the drawbacks, which there aren't a whole lot. Mainly drawbacks are just performance issues. The Xbox Series X version of this game, which is what I have been playing on, has crashed on me a few times. It has frozen during gameplay, but luckily it has an autosave function, which saves my butt constantly whenever there's any sort of crash or any sort of freezing issue. Whenever there's anything like that, it autosaves a lot, so the most I have to replay is like 3 minutes worth of content, and I'm back to where I was, so that's not a huge deal. It is a bit annoying, but I'm sure eventually that will get fixed in a later version. Again, this is an early access game, so it's not going to be perfect right out of the box. Some of the other bugs that I did find in this game was when you go to add a crafting bench, sometimes the crafting bench menu will just disappear on you, and you'll just have to exit the crafting bench and then go back into it. It's the same thing with the actual, house menu. You can customize your house, and when you go into that menu to customize your house or you customize your outfit, it will actually also get stuck on you, and you won't be able to go over to the last column, and you'll just have to close down the menu and then open it back up again, and it will work. Just small bugs like that, and then of course crashes I would consider major bugs, but luckily it autosaves enough where it's not a big deal. So what is Disney Dreamlight Valley? This game is a lot like Animal Crossing. It's kind of like a life simulator game with Disney characters, and a whole lot of them already. You got 23 Disney characters as of the recording of this video, with more to come. And the characters that are there are pretty awesome, and I'm hoping, like I said, I hope we get some other ones that are on my wish list later on, but the ones that are there are pretty good. You got Mickey, of course, you got Donald, you got Goofy, you got Minnie, you got Merlin, who's actually the first character you meet, who helps you out through the entire game, helps you learn your magic, because your character does have magic abilities. Basically, it's just part of the story of how you're able to craft things, how you're able to get rid of the night thorns that are in the area. You're able to basically banish them away and purify the land by using your magic. It's basically just the simple explanation for how you're able to do all this stuff in the village, and why they all go to you as basically the support structure of your entire village, and basically look at you as the leader of the village. So you have magic powers, you're able to clear away corruption, unlock new biomes, build your village back up, get new characters in your village, have them become villagers, and make friends with every single one of them. You can hang out with them, go fishing with them, you can farm with them, you can go mining minerals with them, you can do all sorts of stuff with each character to build your friendship rating with them. And as you build your friendship rating, each character will have their own set of quests. So there's a ton of content here. And these quests go from really simple fetch quests to actually having to gather the materials, craft the materials, which can take a long time in some quests. This game is grindy, but that is a good thing when you are playing a life simulator farming style game. You want it to be a bit grindy because you want something to keep bringing you back in. And there's so much content here. There's so much to do that it just keeps bringing you back in, because the activities that you're doing are actually fun as well. The crafting is fun. The farming is fun. The fishing is fun. I love the fishing in this game. And just interacting with all of these charismatic Disney characters is such a blast. They're all super charismatic. Even the villains that you run into are very charismatic and they're fun to hang out with. I like fishing with my buddy Scar from The Lion King, okay? I like hanging out with Ursula and bringing her bubble tea and making her a day, because you can make gifts and give the gifts to the villagers. You can cook in this game. You can find Remy from Ratatouille and you can cook dishes with him in a restaurant and serve guests that come into your restaurant. You can go to Scrooge McDuck's store and buy stuff for your house to redecorate your house. You can basically redecorate all the wallpaper, the floor. You can put furniture in there, windows. You can replace the doors with different doors. You can add on to your house to make it bigger. So you go from a 1-floor house and 1-room house to, a 3-floor house with multiple rooms on each floor. And that gives you a ton of room for customization. And there's just so much to do in this game, and there's so much free will to do. It's just so much content for an early access game. It's insane. I absolutely love it, and I cannot recommend this game enough. It is free on Game Pass, so if you pay for Game Pass, you can play this, and that is a great way to try the game out to make sure that you like it. But honestly, I got the Deluxe Edition for the Xbox Series X, and I think it's 100% worth it. I like having the little crystals. There's these little crystals that you can buy. They're basically the microtransaction currency that you can get. And usually I'd be against it. However, it is completely optional and it's only for cosmetic items. And the bundle I bought just came with them anyway. So I've been able to actually play through basically it's kind of like a battle pass for Fortnite, but it's a Disney pass instead. I don't know the exact name of it. But you go through it, and I think it's called Star Path, actually. But you go through it, and you unlock a bunch of different, new items for your character, whether it be clothes, or you may unlock new furniture for your house. You can unlock new outfits for Mickey and Minnie. I unlocked the 100th anniversary outfits for them. There's a lot of stuff that you can unlock in these as well, but they are cosmetic, so they are 100% optional. But I do want to throw that out there, that I don't think that this microtransaction... this whole microtransaction pass thing is actually a bad deal. I think it's a good deal, and I hope later on they use it to bring even more characters into the game, honestly. I would love it if they use this to bring obscure characters that most people maybe, they wouldn't want to join the game, or they maybe just don't care a whole lot about, so maybe they throw it in this pass, and you can, just give it to the people who are willing to pay for it. I'd be fine with that, because there's a lot of characters who are obscure, not a lot of people like them, but if you give people the option to buy those villagers through a pass, then I think that, you would get a lot of money from people who actually are interested in those characters who normally wouldn't be in the game. So hopefully that's something that they do later on, or, some sort of way to get more characters in the game that are just, a little bit more obscure, I guess. So overall, I love this game. It's 100% worth your time. You should definitely go pick it up. If you like Animal Crossing, this is a fantastic game that is like Animal Crossing, but it is not a replacement for Animal Crossing. That's the nice thing about it. It is different enough to where it does feel like its own thing. It doesn't feel like a copy off. Yes, there are simulators there for sure, but it still is different enough to where it feels like its own thing, and it does a good job of being its own game. And there's still a lot more to come. You cannot currently finish the story in this game, but that's not really a huge deal considering I'm almost 50 hours into the game, and there's still more side quests for me to do. But keep in mind, if you pick this up right now, you are not able to technically finish the story just yet. You will have to wait a little bit longer to be able to finish the story until they finish the game 100%. It is early access right now, but this is one of the few times where I will say this early access game is 100% worth picking up right now. Thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you next video. You have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.